Hello and welcome back to Run the Robsons. In this video we're going to talk about the fact that we finally got to 1,000 subscribers. We really can't believe the fact that 1,000 people have decided to watch our videos and actually like them enough in order to subscribe. I started this as a project because, as you know, I'm a teacher. I'm a very kind of technically minded computer scientist, and it's much more about facts and knowledge and programming, my kind of thing. But I wanted to get into the video and do a few little things just to kind of practice my skills. That's where it started off from, and sharing our experience about our family. We're absolutely ecstatic and so made up that 1,000 people have chosen to take the time to subscribe to our channel. We appreciate every single one of you, and it is quite humbling to think that that many people actually have watched our videos and subscribed. In this video, as well as saying a big thank you for the 1,000 people who've subscribed, we're also going to talk about two things. One is about the ideas of going away in terms of, do you book massively in advance, or are you more like us and you book as and when and you can try and fit things in. The other topic we're going to talk about is just about a few updates about the channel and what we've got planned for the next few months, which is kind of weird because the first one said that we didn't plan things very much. So firstly, in terms of planning, we generally don't book that far in advance. Now I know some people like online, like Rob Forrest, I think there's a couple of people who've got loads of trips planned already, and they've got like maybe 7 or 8, maybe more trips, and they already kind of pretty much know when they're going to go away. And I suppose the advantage of that is that at least you can see on the calendar ahead when things are going to come up. You can look forward to those experiences knowing that you are going to go away sometime in the future. It gives you the knowledge of exactly what's happening every weekend, so you can plan other things around it. What happens if it's like us in the northeast? It's very temperamental weather, where you think it's going to be great weather and you look on the charts or look on the weather reports and it's lashing down rain. Now I know some people can happily cope with that, but I'm not so sure whether our girls would like being out and lashing down rain. They often whinge quite a bit. I blame their dad. So we like to book pretty much closer to where we're going to go. Even actually going away to France this year. Yes, we haven't booked that yet. Caravan vlog on Graham. We haven't booked that yet. That's one of the things that are on my list of things to try and get done today, because I've planned out when and where I want us to go generally in France. So it's a case of trying to get that booked up. But I generally like to wait maybe a week before, so I've got an idea of what the weather might be like, so that we don't get there and then kind of notice that it's lashing down with rain. We have booked things in advance and we've ended up then cancelling. I feel a little bit guilty on the side, kind of booking up and then end up pulling out because I think the weather's going to be atrocious. And I know obviously there can be circumstances like where it has been recently, where it's been a really big storm and the wind's been a bit too much. So I can appreciate why people do it, but I don't personally like doing it at the sites if I can get away with it. So I think there's pros and cons. Please put a comment below. Do you like to book your places in advance and have your whole year pretty much planned ahead? Or are you more a little bit like us, a bit more ad hoc? Actually thinking about it, one more good thing, because we've got 3 children, they often have parties, and I think sometimes we book things in advance. You've had to say in the past that to the girls that they can't go to parties with their friends, and we feel a bit guilty. Now obviously they absolutely love the caravan, but if it is a really, really close friend and they realise that they can't go, children particularly can feel a little bit left out if they are left out because they can't go. So we try to get things booked in and out. The other thing I want to talk about is just a few little updates that you already know we are at some point going to go to France. We've got a couple of things that we still need to do on the caravan. We've got these kind of windows, I think they're roof lights, I think they're called MPK or something like that. And it's a bit odd that you clean the top of it and you clean inside, and yet it's still got loads of dirt. And actually the kind of 2 bits of plastic actually have like an air gap between them, and that sort of like gets lots of dirt in. So at some point that's on our list of things to do. We still need to try and test out our Duvet sleeping bags that we got. We've tested them in the house, but not as of yet in the caravan. We had a little bit of a scare in the caravan in the sense that the bathroom readings were quite high, 26, 27. And I think there's a couple of reasons for that. But what we have done is we actually borrowed a dehumidifier. Now I know a lot of people say that a dehumidifier essentially just kind of pulls in the cooler air from outside and the more humid air and replaces what's in the van as it's pulling the water out. But we went from reading to 26, 27 in the bathroom. We kind of give it a quick clean, give it a hoover up, and then we've also put the dehumidifier in, and the readings have came down to 14 and 15. I think there's a couple of reasons that the readings were quite high in the bathroom. Firstly, when I went to the CL, we don't have a carpet in our bathroom for some reason. Everything else has a carpet. I don't know if it came with one then when we've bought a second hand that no longer has one. Obviously water's been going on the floor there when we've been using the shower, and possibly that, again, probably wouldn't let it go through the line, and we did wipe it up straight away. Secondly, some idiot that was me, left open the little skylight for a bit, just for maybe a day or so, then realised the floor did get a little bit wet. It wasn't drenched, but there was a little bit of water that managed to get in. So I kind of cleaned all of that up. And also, when I then had that problem, I decided to get, like, I've got a dehumidifier sort of block that person was using, kind of salt, which absorbs up moisture. And because I didn't have the exact kind of fitting that goes inside the actual dehumidifier and block, what I decided to do was just to get one that was similar and I thought was the same size, and it didn't quite fit. So I kind of sprinkled some of the moisture crystals onto the floor, and I think what that's done is those moisture crystals have absorbed the moisture and they've passed that into the wood. So it looks pretty good so far. It's on 14 to 15, which obviously hopefully as the weather gets warmer will improve. We whack the heating on as well and just give the caravan a warm through, because sometimes it's been sat there a while, it just needs a little kind of heat through. Open all the cupboards, get the heating on 30, and we just left it pretty much for a couple of days. We have some plans at the back end of February half term, because we're going to go into Harry Potter World. We'll try and film little bits of that, but we probably won't film all of it because I want to try and get the experience of seeing the girls' faces and seeing their reactions. So we'll film a little bit, but not all of it, and hopefully you'll enjoy the bits that we do film. Next weekend, we've got on the calendar to have a caravan holiday, although as you may appreciate, it's been very windy and wet recently. I was at United British Caravan today filming, and I'll talk about that in a second, and we kind of had like 4 seasons in one day. It was sunny, nice and warm, blue skies. Next minute it was lashing down driving rain, then it was windy, then there was a little bit of sleet came down. So at this time of year, it is kind of hard to book in advance personally for us, because we don't want to go away and the weather be atrocious. So we're going to see what it's like Monday, Tuesday, look at the weather report and see where we can get in. Hopefully, I've got a couple of ideas where I'd like to go that's a little bit different to places we've been already. We're also going to do a little video, and I've been down today, United British Caravans, comparing blown heating to all day and doing a few little minor experiments to see which one works better with 2 very similar caravans. We'll be putting that up. I also did a little review of the Holbeck, which is a dealer special there. Absolutely gorgeous van. If you haven't been on down already, and you're in the northeast and you've just got a little bit of time to kill in your hands, go and have a look at their dealer pageant special from Bailey, because I think they're absolutely stunning inside and out. And personally, I think they're really good value for money. If I had that money, which I don't, but if I did, I would think about buying one of those vans, because they look absolutely brilliant, and the features that the United British Caravans have got Bailey to add on are all things that I would really like in a van. I don't think we've got any other mega updates to go on, but please put a comment down below. Are you the kind of person that likes to book things in advance? If you are, how many trips have you already got booked up this year? Are you more like us and you like to leave things a little bit last minute? Are there reasons that you set up things a bit last minute? Although we will probably plan Easter, and we will probably plan May half term, and maybe a couple of trips in the school holidays, although one of the big things is going to France. We'll get that booked. Please give us a thumbs up for the video. I just want to say a massive big thank you to Ben Williams, who's in my year 11 class, who actually recorded the time when it went from 999 to 1,000. That was really interesting to see, and I was really excited to see that. So I think I need to pinch that off you at some point. The girls are absolutely ecstatic. And if you don't already, consider subscribing to our channel. And a big, massive thank you to the 1,000 people that have subscribed so far. And hopefully we'll see that continue going up as we see our experiences as a family grow. See you in the next video.